Blessed ones of the nations of the world. This is your brother Dan Moses, or say our Sakodia of TRC, Ghana, coming to you with the program Testimony New World Disorder. But before we begin, I want to welcome us all by saying Akwaba, Allen, Sahalen, Shaggytown, welcome. Inga Johnny, bem-vindo, you are welcome. Kuso, Diwo, to San Yusenyo, Okukulaba, Mauya, Mingalaba, Boyeyi, Malamu, Karibu, Ekabo, no, O Sanu de Zua, Enkwang de Hena, Mitas, Duburo, Pezalovat, Bine I Vinit, Barigalus de Vita, Iche, Ayubon, Dobridoya, Velkomen, Estan, Hozot, Walang Anomang, bienvenido, Namaste, Swagetam, Kush Amadit, Baruch, Haba, Marahaba, Huang Yong Haminida, Huang Ying, Nyejeko, Anyamime, Nyejeko, We Zolo, Novio, Mia Wezo, Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder. Testimony New World Disorder, we know it to be the program through which we get to know what is happening to Ghana, America, humanity, and the nations of the world in these times of global deception, delusion, and willful lies that are engaged in by some of the very people that we trust to be there for humanity and the nations of the world, and yet have become the very people that are willfully dealing with us by lies, deception, and delusion, and having brought humanity and the nations of the world into this total global helplessness of man-made Jacob's trouble. And you need to understand that it is not just about they going about the war, like going about destroying the lives of the innocent of the nations of the world anymore. They have stepped up with an agenda to come after your soul, the souls of humanity and the souls of the innocent on the nations of the world. They are not content with the destruction of our bodies. Now they have stepped up. That is the agenda, and that is what they are pushing. But we are not moved in a sense that by this same program we as well get to receive some divine guide, divine direction, divine insight, that we may know what to do in the face of this unthinkable, unimaginable global helplessness and the disappointing of the human race by some of the very people that we trust to be there for us. Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder. Humanity and the Nations of the World. The recording is being done on the 2nd of May 2021, Sunday against Monday the 3rd of May 2021. Humanity and the Nations of the World. Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder. From the expose we received on April the 30th, Friday 2021, we have gotten the understanding that we are dealing with an issue which the whole of the whole of the human race is at stake. The United Nations is at stake. Israel is at stake. Palestine is at stake. Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Ghana, Europe, Asia, Australia, all of the human race are at stake. That is why we have tried as much as possible to be circumspect and act prudently. However, because the world is run based on evil, fear, manipulation, destruction of the life of the innocent, we have had Nana Addo Akufo and his administration willfully pushing us, terrorizing us to the point that they want us to expose things that would give them the opportunity to manipulate the human race. Whether there is based on they have the opportunity to that there is a threat, there is fear. They induct fear into us and manipulate us and lock us down and shut us down and put more fear into us. Pandemic, everybody should go hide and you are dying, and yeah. So we continue to act circumspectly, looking at the global situation, peace, security, and stability of the world isn't concerned. But we must understand that the new terrorists of Nana Addo Akufo Addo and their cronies in America, they operate by the principle of they engaging in their terrorism until we, the members of the human race, the Ghanaian people, have come to accept their killing, stealing, and destruction as a norm, and then we get used to it and leave. So whatever they would do to advance the cause of their terror, that is what they are doing. But we are not moved. Humanity and the Nations of the Akufo to the program Testimony New World Disorder. So we have gotten to understand that John Agyekum Kufuor was the president of Ghana between the period of 2001 January till 2009 January. During that time, George W. Bush was also the president of US, and they had, by politics of treachery, political minds in Ghana, diplomatic and religious minds, have continued in secrecy to take over the thrones of this nation to advance their agenda at the expense of the franchise of the electorate of Ghana and the franchise of the electorate of the American people. They have caused humanity and the nations of the huge as a result of politicized intelligence and their ugly politics. Humanity has suffered what we know to be 9/11. The World Trade Center had been broken down due to evil political minds, diplomatic minds, religious, Nana Addo Akufo Addo, John Agyekum Kufuor, those that were doing this evil with their cronies in America. They have engaged in the war on terror on the hand for Osama bin Laden so wickedly. Osama bin Laden had died in the course of the war on terror and the hunt for him, Osama bin Laden. He died long during the days of George W. Bush and John Agyekum Kufuor. However, being that the world runs on war, fear induction, manipulation, threats, they have willfully allowed the hunt for Osama bin Laden to be carried on, the war on terror to be carried on. Innocent Muslims on the nations of the world have been killed and were getting killed. John Agyekum Kufuor, Nana Addo Akufo Addo, and their cronies in Ghana, with their diplomatic and religious political minds in America, they have allowed this evil to be done to the human race, to the endangering of the entire human race. However, Barack Obama comes and they had known that their war on terror and the hunt for Osama bin Laden, the man who was long dead, was not going to that kind of hunt for him, and the war was not going to stand the test of time. They were going to get exposed eventually. So they have to find a means of facing that agenda out, because they have had me, John Agyekum Kufuor, and this guy, they have sold me to be used for the next global agenda, where they will go about and do their global killing, manipulate the human race, put us in fear and threats. And they have used me for years. Each time I want to voice out, they quickly raise terror alert in America, suppressing me, torturing my children, my infants. Barack Obama eventually comes to in exploiting me. They crop up video images, bloody images on May the 2nd, which is exactly this very day that I'm recording this expose. On the May the 2nd, 2011, they cropped up video on bloody images on claiming to be Osama bin Laden, which they all knew that long before Obama became president, Bin Laden was nowhere to be found. So Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, all their states gathered at the White House while they have hijacked the government of John Evans Fifi Atta Mills to get me lynched. They have hijacked his government. They will not let the government run, because if Nana Addo Akufo did that thing that they own Ghana, will not get the opportunity to rule over Ghana again after John Akufo is not in office. They would not let the nation run. They continue to terrorize Ghanaians in secrecy, kill the innocent people, render the nation ungovernable, and that's exactly what they were doing. And they eventually scammed America, scammed humanity on May the 2nd, 2011, with bloody images, staged up activity in Pakistan, show as a building where they claim to have carried out a raid. There was nobody, an empty building. The actual operation, Ghana, we must understand, they played us. It took place, the actual raid took place in Ghana. We know we are dealing with intelligence mind, CIA, FBI, the politicized national security of Ghana, the top-ranking police of the Ghana Police Service. They were colluding to do this evil against their own state and against humanity. The actual operation was carried on the soil of Ghana. Humanity, we are not moved, because the good news says America still exists as a nation, Ghana still exists as a nation, United Nations still exists as a nation. It's unfortunate that individuals that we trust to be there for us in the United, Ban Ki-moon and his cronies, would collude with political forces in America and Ghana to let such a total terrorism to be carried out against the human race. They were hunting for a man that they knew was long dead, and they were exploiting my innocent life to further that agenda. The tragic aspect of it is that they have done this evil for years. Barack Obama had come in 2011 May, wanting to put that evil behind America and behind humanity, had declared Osama bin Laden killed, and although it was a total fiasco and a lie, when their intent to get me lynched and killed had failed, they should have humanity on their heart, thought of the dangerous thing that they were doing for humanity, and desist from their evil. However, I'm a Ghanaian. I'm not from my skin color doesn't look like Ban Ki-moon. Yes, that is the truth. I don't belong to the same religious faith that as Ban Ki-moon. I don't look like Barack Obama. I don't look like Hillary Clinton. I'm not a woman like Hillary. Yes, I'm a Ghanaian. And unfortunately, the wicked of my own land, whom from the days of slavery have taught themselves to be the Ghanaians, and without them, there should be no Ghana. Their fellow Ghanaians must, who don't belong to their tribe, who don't belong to their religion, they are the sub-Ghanaians, and my life must be used for this. Humanity and the nations of the world, they didn't learn a thing out of it, and continue to let the evil pursuit at the expense of my life, the expense of the life of my 2 tortured and abducted children, to be exploited, to be carried on in the interest of this US undercover agent, and diplomatic minds, political minds, religious mind, Ghana and America. They eventually let their evil cause the life of Kofi Annan. They didn't end it on May 2nd when what Barack Obama did. He wanted to put that ill history behind us. Yet, because of the way they run the world, by wickedness, by the exploiting of the human race, by putting us in fear, exploiting us by the way of pandemic, exploiting us through wars and the destruction. They must continue. And they have caused the life of Kofi Annan. The shame therein, they cannot admit it. They must continue to seek me to kill me. They have to enter the house of God. That is my pastor that was alerting me of their evil plans by the mind of his family member to come plant a sword, a knife, long knife, butcher's knife, through his torso, through his upper, through his neck, piercing through this, and killed him in the house of God. They have killed Pakwesi Misata in secrecy. They have killed my people indiscriminately. And Ghana continues to be used for that global evil agenda initiated by John Ejekunkufo, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo, supported by the most diabolic politician I will call Mahmoud Baumia, who would pose traitor to his own people of Islam, traitor to his own people of the north, traitor to his own Ghanaian people, would want to he feels that he must pretend to be a Christian. We can't know whether he's a Muslim or a Christian. Remember, before the killing of Kofi Annan, Mahmoud Baumia, whom they were using to play the Saudis, to play Iran, to play Palestine, to play the noble people of Israel, to play the noble people of Muslims on the nations of the world, at the expense of my life. He was parading himself in church, Duncan Williams Church, and he had become a preacher. You understand? He feels that he must. He feels so vulnerable that he cannot be accepted as a Muslim in his own land. Therefore, he must pose to be a Christian to be accepted in his own political party and by his own cronies. So he was quoting scriptures left and right, just like that, and he was being hailed in church, not knowing that their evil, which preachers were covering up, was eventually going to cause the life of Kofi Annan, Jerry John Rawlings, Pakwesi Misata. And they have continued to kill my people. Ghana, America, and humanity and the nations of the world. John Ejekunkufo, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo, Mahmoud Baumia, political minds in Ghana, America, diplomatic minds, they have done this evil to the human race. And they are not prepared to abolish, to forego their evil path on which they have set humanity. But I want to tell them that they would not pursue this agenda. We will not allow them at the expense of my life, at the expense of the life of my two tortured and abducted children. They have the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo, they have taken the US government's money. The IGP and the top ranking of the Ghana police said 200 police cars, they took it. 3 helicopters, they took it. They want money for their free education. They want money to build a church building at the expense of the blood, national cathedral, at the expense of the blood of Ghanaians. What they were doing worse to that than they are doing in the days of slavery, in secrecy, at the expense of our blood. They have gotten the money. So they must come after my life and continue to use my innocent life for their global agenda. We will not allow them. Humanity and the nations back to the program Testimony, New World Disorder. Let's understand why it has been possible for John Ejekunkufo, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo, Mahmoud Baumia, and evil political minds in Ghana to collude with stakes in America to do this evil at the expense of the blood of innocent Muslims and innocent Ghanaians, Christians, people of all over the nations of the war in Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan affected people no matter their religious affiliation. what is happening now. The problem they have created for us, it affects the entire human race, whether we are Jews, Hebrews, whether we are Jews, atheists, Christians, but they have caused the entire human race. Now, America and the nations of the world. Akufo to the program, Testimony in World Disorder. You see, at the beginning of the expose, we have gone into the history background of this challenge. We have gone into the tribal problem, how tribalistic the Ghanaian society, some individuals in the Ghanaian society are, and yet it is done so treacherously and shrewdly against the innocent of the nation. In the nation, and it is very hard to be for it to be spoken about. Let me tell you what Mahmoud Bawumia knows. He knows that he belongs to a clique of people in Ghana who find it very, very difficult to accept you as a Ghanaian if you come from the northern part of Ghana. For the fact that you are a northerner, they have it very difficult to accept you as an equal Ghanaian. Yes, he belongs to a clique of people that are very difficult to accept you as an equal Ghanaian just because you are an Nzema, just because you are an Ewe, just because you are from the Brong Ahafo region, just like I am from. That is the mindset of the people that he belongs to. He belongs to a people that would want to, from generation, for years, for decades, from the very beginning of the nation, Ghana. If you are a Muslim in this country called Ghana, the state itself, if you are from the northern part of Ghana, the state itself, calculatedly, treacherously, shrewdly, know how to put you down, that you never rise to be an equal Ghanaian to any other Ghanaian. They know how to tactically keep you down because of your religious belief. Bawumia, he knows this. They tie your poverty to the religion that you belong to. Go to. I invite the United Nations. I invite the International Criminal Court. I invite the nations of the world. Come to Ghana. Go to all Muslim populated areas, Muslim inhabited areas in Ghana, Northerners inhabited areas in Ghana. Go see the kind of strategic poverty that is made the portion of those people, because somebody cannot accept them as equal Ghanaians, and nobody has. The judges know about it. They know. The politicians know. The diplomats, religious leaders. I hold the same Bible with them. Yet they must allow this evil to be done to you because of your tribe, because of your ethnic group, because of your religious affiliation as a Muslim. You go to Muslim inhabited areas in Ghana, they call it Zongo. You realize that strategically they are cut off from the development that goes on in various other parts of the nation. You live in an area where the drainage system, there are no roads, your roads are not tied, garbage and filth everywhere. You are unlike other places of Ghana where there must be garbage trucks running, where there must be drainage systems. You understand? Go to Tema and you see. you live in the Zongo, and strategically, because of your religion that you ascribe to as a Muslim, your portion must be strategic poverty. The state must keep you down. And they do it. They do it. And nobody is prepared. Every Sunday, they gather in church. We gather. And yet, we know that evil against fellow Ghanaians, because he's a Bron, because he's an Ewe, because he's an Nzema, because he's a Fanti, he cannot be accepted in his own land. That evil is what is the root cause of slavery and human enslavement. Ghana, I want to tell you that if you go to Saudi Arabia, go to Iran, go to Iraq, go to Dubai, you realize that there are people who are Muslims, just like Muslims in Ghana. Go and see their lands. Go and see how developed that the place is, and compare it to the Zongos, Muslim populated areas in Ghana. You will know that the Muslims in Ghana, they are not poor. They are not living in poverty areas or a deplorable state because they are Muslims. They are not Muslim because of the religion they subscribe to. Otherwise, when you go to Saudi Arabia, that place will be like the Zongos in Ghana. When you go to Iran, when you go to Iraq, when you go to the Muslim populated areas, when you go to Nigeria. But their poverty is invented treacherously by the state. Go to the political party that Mahmoud Bawumia belongs to. It is clear that tribalism is no secret thing. It's no secret thing. It is no secret thing. And they do it without shame. As such today, he is the vice president. And what is reasonable, what is acceptable, is that as his superior called himself Nana Addo Akufo. If he's not, then definitely Mahmoud Bawumia is the one that should be on the ticket of the MPP. But guess what? After the court have stolen the verdict for Nana Addo Akufo shamelessly, against everything that is called law, the Supreme Court, right after that stolen verdict, we saw posters everywhere. They contending, battling each other. Should it is Alan Tremantin? Is it should be the Akan people that should take over from Nana Addo Akufo, or should they allow Bawumia? They are contending shamelessly. Shamelessly. Ghana, I don't have to be a northerner. I don't have to be a Muslim to speak for Mahmoud Bawumia. If you go to America, people are Americans not because of the faith that they belong to, not because of their race, not because they are from Chicago or they are from Alabama or they are from Maryland. They are Americans because they are citizens of the nation. What the same apply to Europe, Asia, Australia, and the nations. Come to my nation, and they have no shame telling you on world stage that there are some more Ghanaians that are Ghanaians that are more Ghanaians than other Ghanaians. This is in their blood from the days of the slavery and human enslavement, and the state has no courage to face reality that we cannot continue to be so diabolical and evil. We cannot be so tribalistic, shamelessly, against a section of our own citizenry. Nkrumah could never be accepted. He was an Nzema. I am from the Bronx region. When you mention us, they call us Bunfo Nkwasiafo. That's all they tell you. Bunfo Nkwasiafo. We are from the Bota region. They mention us. You are from the northern region. It was Ntafo. This is a reality of our nation. Since the nation was founded, how many Muslims have risen to be president? And when they became president, what happened to them? What happened to them? And we cannot talk about this evil. Preachers cannot talk about it. It is okay, because the evil is favoring them. They are eating with the politicians, side by side, diplomatic minds, religious minds. And they are helping to put the Ghanaian people in bonds and enslaved in their own lands. They are living the lives of presidents. Some of them, the life that they live, more comfortable than presidents of nations. Them belly full. They stand, you see them huge, they are not angry. Them belly full, but they are angry. They forsake the truth and get my people killed and cover up against the word of God. But this is against the Bible. It is against the Quran. It is against the Torah that you kill people because of hatred. So I've spoken it. Ghana and the nations of the world. Akufo to the program Testimony in World Disorder. We have started digging deeper. We will dig deeper. God willing, on Wednesday, we will continue. But let's go to part 2 and hear some more and get some more. But Wednesday we shall continue and get to know that it is a willful thing. There is no accident about what is happening to humanity. John Akufo, Addo Muhammadu Bawumia, they did this evil to their own state. They sold out Muslims. There are Muslims in Ghana, and yet they were able to collude with forces in America to go get innocent Muslims and endanger their state to this. Ghana, you must ask yourself, what they are hiding from the American people, what they are hiding from humanity, what they are hiding from Ghanaian people. Why is it that so peace accord that was signed by the political parties, Addo Akufo, is just a Dramani Mahama? Why is it that peace accord? They had to set up the chief imam to spearhead that agenda. They know of the heinous crimes that has been committed against Muslims of the nations of the world, and Ghanaian Muslims are not different from any other. Just like Ghanaian Christians, we are not different from. We are a family of Christians globally. Muslims are a family of believers globally. So if they have done this evil, they must get the face of the chief imam. Say, let's silence them. Understand? What is important, we have gotten them to sign the peace accord. That's all that matters. The rigging, the robbing of the people's franchise, it's okay. What a shame. Humanity and the nation. Let's go to the next expo. God bless you. God bless my homeland Ghana. Bye bye.